This is the KMx AI Suite homepage. KMx AI provides exciting artificial intelligence features, including fully automated generation of e-learning lessons, exams, simulations, support agents, and documentation. KMx AI generated lessons and courses are language independent and provide fully narrated lessons, images, references, interactive media elements, avatars, and virtual tutors. KMx AI generated lesson and documentation outputs are fully editable within the KMx environment without the need to purchase third-party authoring tools. The first step in the instructional systems design model is to create a task inventory to enable identification of the knowledge and skill requirements for performing a job or activity. KMx AI's Job Task Inventory Management System provides automatic generation of task listings to facilitate the instructional systems design and development process. To create a task inventory, select the KS Tables option from the menu as shown. Select the Autogen KS Table with AI Process option. Enter the subject title for the task inventory listing to be generated. For this demonstration, we have entered Email Security Awareness as our subject. Press the Next button to continue. Generation of a task inventory listing normally takes less than 2 minutes. Please wait while the system is processing your request. The process is complete. The system has created 60 knowledge and skill items associated with email security awareness. The knowledge and skill items are displayed in increasing order of complexity. During the upcoming requirements identification process, KMx AI will provide a guided analysis process to enable you to identify the knowledge and skill items required for your training or education program. Select the first item on the list, titled Identify Phishing Emails. Knowledge and skill items are fully editable and can easily be deleted and resequenced as required. AI-generated knowledge and skill items are classified as either knowledge or skill, and subclassified as basic, intermediate and advanced. The KMx AI suite can also generate knowledge and skill items using ISO standard subclassifications. Select Return to continue. Let's review the entire list of knowledge and skill items. When you are satisfied with the knowledge and skill items generated, select the Done button to return to the home page. To initiate development of a new course or program, we will need to create a course record to anchor our job task analysis efforts and the resulting learning objectives. To create a course record, select the Courses option from the menu as shown. Select the Insert a Course Record Process option. Select the default KS table for the new course. Enter a course title and description. For this demonstration, our course title is Introduction to Email Security Awareness. We will use the default settings for this course. Select the Done button to return to the home page. The next step in the instructional systems design process requires the completion of a job task analysis. Once completed, the system will generate learning objectives for our course. To initiate the analysis, select the Courses option from the menu as shown. Select the Autogen Requirements by KS Table Process option. Select the course title, KS Table title and the requirement type to provide KMx AI with the information needed to commence the analysis process. Requirement types options include general education, onboarding and orientation, job and position-specific training, or regulatory compliance. Press the Next button to continue. Select the desired training level for this subject, Email Security Awareness, for the course. The subject training level options available for selection are based on the type of KS table selected and the requirement type selected on the previous screen. Courses can include multiple subjects to provide varying levels of knowledge and skill attainment for each subject area. For a course that will include multiple subjects, the Autogen Requirements by KS Table process must be repeated for each subject to be included in the course. For this demonstration, we have selected the Familiarization Subject Training level. Press the Next button to continue. Once the system has completed processing the inputs provided, it will identify the knowledge and skill items required to achieve the desired results for the subject in the course. It will also generate and display a listing of the course learning objectives for review and editing. The generated learning objectives are sequenced in increasing order of complexity, easy before hard, and supporting knowledge before skill. Select the first learning objective titled Identify Phishing Emails to the level required for familiarization, and press the next button to review and edit this objective. The learning requirements are provided for review and editing. The element titled Requirement Objective will be used as the learning objective for the stated requirement. All of the elements on this screen will be used to automate the lesson development processes. The items near the bottom in gray are advanced options that are used to create and assess organization key performance indicators, KPIs, and to enable automation of the Kirkpatrick training evaluation model. When you are satisfied with the requirement established and the associated learning objective, press the Return button to select another learning objective, or press Done when completed with your review to return to the KMx AI homepage. KMx AI requires the creation of knowledge and skill task inventories and the completion of a task analysis previously discussed, to generate course outlines and supporting lessons. Both are critical elements of the instructional systems development model. KMx AI lessons support any blend of learning. The KMx AI design and development process generates all elements required for program delivery, maintenance, and management. KMx AI eLearning lessons are fully narrated, device-independent, fully editable and provide features that are not possible with any other eLearning authoring tool. On average, development of a 1-hour course, using the leading eLearning authoring tool, requires 150 hours of labor at a cost of $12,000. Development of a 1-hour eLearning course using KMx AI can be accomplished with only 15 hours of labor for less than $1,200. To initiate the course outline generation process, select the Courses option from the menu as shown. Select the Autogen a Course Outline Process option. Select the course and press the Next button. When the outline generation process is completed, the system will display the KMx Course Outliner with placeholders, labeled, not assigned, for each course lesson requirement that was identified during the job task analysis. The Course Outliner has numerous options for including content from various sources. It includes options to organize your course into parts, sections, and topics. It also provides drag and drop sequencing. For this course, we will need to add at least one exam to measure learner achievement and to enable the KMx AI engine to create a test item pool. Select the exam icon as shown. Provide a title for the new exam. In this case, we have entered Final Exam as the title. Additional information can be added into the description and source fields if desired. Press the Next button to continue. We will be allowing KMx AI to generate the test items for the exam based on the course requirements, learning objectives, and resulting lesson content elements. Select the Done button to continue. If required, drag the new final exam to the appropriate location in the course outline. For this example, the exam has been placed at the end of the course. It is time to generate our first lesson. Please note that there is a process option titled Autogen Course Content on the Courses process menu that will automatically sequence through the entire course outline to create lessons, images, narration, interactive elements, test items, and exams if desired. For this demonstration, we will process one lesson requirement at a time. Select the first not assigned item from the course outline to continue. This is a course content record. It defines the relationship between a course requirement and the content that is designed to meet the requirement and the learning objective. Currently, the course content title field is empty. Content can be selected using the Content Record dropdown to assign existing content in the KMx AI content management system to meet the requirement. In this case, we will be allowing KMx AI to create the content. KMx AI generated content is HTML5 and SCORM conformant for use on any device, browser, or learning management system. KMx AI content generated can be easily edited using KMx Author, or exported as a storyboard for use in third-party authoring tools. For this demonstration, select Generate KMx Author Content to continue. The system will display a screen that provides the title of the lesson to be generated. KMx AI will execute the development phase of the instructional systems development model to generate all content, media, narration, interactive elements, test items, and supporting reference documentation. To allow KMx AI to generate images for the lesson, select Yes as depicted above. To require KMx AI to pause after each image is generated, to allow for review and approval, select Yes as depicted above. If No is selected, KMx AI will process all images as required without pause. To enable KMx AI to generate test items for the lessons, select the exam that the items will be initially assigned to. Please note that KMx AI will generate a test item pool for each lesson. These items can be reused and reassigned as required to include intermediate progress checks, quizzes, and to direct the KMx adaptive learning engine. For this lesson, all test items generated will be initially assigned to the final exam in our course outline. Press the Proceed button to continue. The system has commenced processing the lesson content elements. The content text and narration processing is completed. The system has determined that 5 images would be beneficial to support this lesson. Generation of the first image is complete. It is an interactive image element with 4 selectable sub-images. The text to the right of the image defines the need and purpose for the image. To reject the image, press the Regenerate button to enable KMx AI to try again. To accept the image, press the Continue button. Generation of the second image is complete. It is an image that supports the lesson text and narration. To reject the image, press the Regenerate button to enable KMx AI to try again. To accept the image, press the Continue button. Repeat this process for the remaining images in the lesson. Generation of the third image is complete. Generation of the fourth image is complete. Generation of the fifth image is complete. Once accepted, KMx AI will generate the test items required to measure learner achievement for this lesson and add them to our final exam. Lesson and test item generation is complete. The test items generated have been added to the final exam. Select the lesson titled Phishing Emails from the course outline. On the lesson course content record, select Preview Content. The first lesson generated has 10 screens and can produce a weighted score. Smart navigation controls have been added at the top. The lesson is fully narrated and can support execution in any language based on the accessing learner's preference. The lesson includes 4 control icons to enable additional AI toggle features, including the following. Autoplay, which enables the lesson to run like a video for non-interactive elements. Avatar, which enables the lesson to display an avatar that speaks narrated elements. Chat, which enables the lesson to respond to learner questions and comments. Audio, which enables or disables the lesson narration features. Please note that the chat feature records all learner interactions and AI responses to the learner's transcript for the lesson. This information is stored in a SCORM data field for reports and analysis by administrative personnel. The lesson includes an interactive and narrated image element. It also includes 2 unscored question-answer elements. The lesson includes additional references, including a validated internet resource and a link to a publicly available YouTube video that supports the lesson objectives. The lesson includes a scored quiz. Closing the lesson preview window will return you to the course content record. Select Edit Content. This is the KMx Author Lesson Editor. It is easy to learn and use. It provides an interface to edit all elements of the AI-generated lesson, including narration scripts. It also provides controls to enable and disable AI features, including autoplay, avatars, and the chat interface. It uses controls similar to MS PowerPoint to provide animations and timed element sequences. It provides access to the library of images used and/or generated for the lesson, for reuse and reassignment. The editor also enables the lesson to link to a CSS style sheet to change all element display characteristics. A style sheet had been linked to the lesson to change the display colors, add a watermark, and reformat image containers. All player elements can be repositioned, hidden, and styled to meet any branding requirement. Back on the course outliner, we can repeat the AI generation process for each remaining lesson, or we can return to the Course Options menu and select Auto-Gen Course Content to enable KMx AI to process the remaining lessons. Once all lessons are complete, the final exam will provide test items indexed to the course requirements and to the lesson content for analysis and remediation. Once developed, the course is eligible for adaptive learner decisions. KMx adaptive learning features are covered in a separate course available on kmxdirect.com. To preview the completed course, press the Preview Course button as shown.
Phishing emails are fraudulent messages that appear to be from a legitimate source, such as a bank, social media platform, or online retailer. These emails often contain urgent requests for personal information, such as passwords, credit card numbers, or social security numbers. They may also include links to fake websites that are designed to steal your information.
Note, this course is available for review using a link provided below. Press the Exit Course button to return to the course outliner. Select the Home menu icon to return to the KMx AI homepage. As previously discussed, KMx provides KMx AI lessons support any blend of learning. The KMx AI design and development process generates all elements required for program delivery, maintenance, and management. To output courses in various formats, select the Courses menu option. KMx AI eLearning courses can be output as SCORM content packages for use on any learning management system. To review other output formats, select the Print and PDF output process option. Select the course for output and press the Next button. In addition to eLearning, any KMx AI course can be output in the following formats. Storyboards. The KMx Storyboard Viewer is fully interactive and is an excellent tool for conducting reviews of courses in development. Storyboard can be printed and output as PDFs. They can also be leveraged by third-party authoring tools for further course development. Class and Virtual Classroom Media provides instructors with the elements needed to conduct an in-person or a virtual classroom session. Instructor Guides provide a detailed and annotatable reference for instructors. Self-study workbooks and student guides provide learners with the information needed to master each course learning objective. Use the link below to review the storyboard generated during this demonstration. Select the Home icon to return to the KMx AI homepage. In addition to the course authoring features demonstrated, KMx AI provides additional capabilities, including a content management system, reporting tools, the KMx Course Delivery Network, and AI generation of technical, operational, and procedural documentation. The KMx AI document development process is based on the 5-step engineering model. KMx AI generates all elements required for compliance with industry publication standards. The KMx Content Management System provides job task inventory indexing to enable content reuse and provide the ability to quickly develop new learning programs and documents that are both measurable and maintainable. KMx AI provides standard and customizable reports, charts, and graphs. Customizable reports are available for use as system dashboard elements and to provide for automated data exports. The KMx Course Delivery Network enables controlled distribution of courses to unlimited in-house and external learning management systems. This concludes this demonstration of the KMx AI authoring suite. Thank you for your interest in our technologies. To schedule a demonstration for your organization, please use the form below.